tips on sound design as well, but I guess like is that's probably will be the answer, right? Just like resampling until like you go so far deep that like you don't even know where you started from basically
That's
to
exactly
get.
the point. And I mean, it's not like you don't have to get lost because the thing is
I
like,
mean, yeah, yeah.
but here's the thing is you're trying to carefully pick up the skills along the way, right?
Mm,
And as we said, and we're looping right back around into the giant fractal, you can learn all this stuff by just making music without ever actually knowing any of the anything, just by hearing it and trial and error, right? But that'll take forever with mixing and stuff. But with sound design, that information comes way faster if you just keep moving because you're going to
mm,
make so many sounds, right? It's like you don't have to like note down every corpus setting or every like flanger position or make a macro for every single whatever. Like if you just like what a flanger does, what a chorus does, what phaser does, what it's going to do on these sounds, what amp does, if you want distortion, if you need any of these effects, if you want reverb, if you want delay, what you can do with all of those different things, then then there's not that many things. That's the lesson I asked if we had done, where we make the flow chart of like designing a sound, right? Because just as much as you would pick a sound from like your repertoire or menu of sounds you could use, when you do choose one, you have to then design that sound, and that has its own series of questions, which are like,
mm.
there's not too many of them. There's a million answers to them, but if you know what the questions are, then you have no issue choosing whatever the sound is that you want to make, because
Right,
it has
right.
it has nothing to do with finding the right sound or this and that. It's about knowing how to make whatever frequency you want happen to be this loud at this time. It's all
Mm,
like, it's just how loud and how fast. And if you just think about it that way, then you can look for sounds that live in these frequency ranges. And you're like, I want this sound to be like a wall of sound that's white and like wide, and then I want this other one to be like fat and in the middle, and that's kind of what you did here. And then blah, and you just lean into that stuff, and then you
mm.
can fill all of the space between the important sounds with things that accent it, like little flams or like other little support sounds that
Right.
play a different role, like you can like fill it up, and you kind of just paint this picture, right? So when I hear this, it's like I'm imagining like, what am I seeing? And it's like, hey, white flashing, like just like, and
Mm.
then this hits, and I'm like, oh, that was kind of weak. Like,
Right, right. I see what you're
this
saying. Yeah.
didn't live up to where it was supposed to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Like, this is sick. And then it was just like, eh. But like, there's nothing
Right.
wrong with it. You went with pluck, but that's the pluck. Like, this is
Mm.
the like the Q bass, right? Like, it's gotta be
Right,
like, it's
right.
gotta hit, right? So we can go
Yeah,
deeper
for
with that.
sure.
You know what I mean?